Small business owners in Georgia and across the country relied on help from the government to stay afloat during the pandemic, but now many are having trouble getting those loans forgiven. New at 6, Channel 2 Samantha Manning is in Washington, D.C. with the problems these business owners are facing.
The Small Business Administration started accepting applications for Paycheck Protection loan forgiveness last month from small business owners who borrowed $150,000 or less. But some business owners are worried they might not get approved and are having trouble getting answers about the process. Navigating the PPP loan program has been challenging for many small business owners from the start. Now there are new concerns about those looking to get loan forgiveness.
The initial complexity of the PPP forgiveness process posed challenges for many small businesses who may not have the staff or the expertise for such a complex application.
As of May of this year, nearly 12 million PPP loans were given to small business owners around the country. Those were distributed through more than 5,000 different lenders. And not all of those lenders are using the SBA's loan forgiveness portal. Some are using their own systems, which is adding confusion and obstacles for many business owners.
These challenges are exacerbated for small businesses of color, which are overwhelmingly micro businesses that entered the pandemic credit-starved.
Witnesses told members of Congress that confusion has also extended to the lenders, too.
It was very difficult to get answers in a timely manner.
Advocates for small business owners are urging Congress to push the government to streamline the process and make it simpler for borrowers eligible for forgiveness. An urgent need as many still struggle to keep their doors open. The SBA has received more than 340,000 applications for PPP loan forgiveness so far, and about half have already been approved for full or partial loan forgiveness. In Washington, Samantha Manning, Channel 2 Action News.
She's only telling part of the story. The other part of the story, folks, is that Bank of America is among the largest banks handling PPP loans, and they are forgiving 10% of the loans, not the whole, and they're making up their own rules and not using the SBA rules. So the real story, not told here, is how Bank of America has used their own rules, not the Small Business Administration rules, and harm citizens. What Congress should do is quite simply just do what they said that they were going to do, forgive the loans, and stop this noise about people not having all of their loan forgiven because they didn't use it properly, when in point of fact, they would say to you, oh, you can declare a contractor as an employee, and then they turned around mid-period and said, well, you can't declare a contractor as an employee. What? That's one of a number of changes that they made that were against the small business borrower. And a number of people had the idea that you could get an accountant to help you with it and the government would pay the accountant back, only to find that the accountant got absolutely nothing. And what they also are not telling you is how the SBA itself misreads applications because they have so many people working out of their houses and they've hired so many extra people, some who really don't understand what they're doing, that it's become a big, fat mess. And the other thing that they don't tell you is this, that Bank of America said they expected to lose money off of it, and the government gave private sector lenders like Bank of America control of it, when the government should have done what it used to do in the past, have cities and counties set up their own offices for loan disbursement with their own rules and regulations so that no one would have to worry about being taken advantage of by the private sector. That's the problem. And many of you have heard me talk about that before, and I'm glad now that even though the details are not exactly as I would want them, the word is getting out. And when the word gets out to this point, there will be positive change. It's about time. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.